All right, so got another training video. I've got the Brave browser open. Google Chrome is really just started bugging out today, so I just removed it completely from the computer. It kept pulling up like a login screen, strange. In this video though, I want to shoot this. This is specifically going to be for baby boomers on how to get started. 3 simple steps to get started with investing for your first time into cryptocurrency. So what I'm going to show you today is I'm going to show you the wallets. I'm going to show you how to buy Bitcoin, how to link up your bank accounts, and then how to also make your first investment into something like BitConnect, Control Finance, USI Tech, etc. Like the one thing I noticed, and this is through like the hardships that I shared with older family members, you know, when I was first trying to show them how to make their first deposit, it was probably the most painful thing that I've been through in a while, definitely. It's not because they're stupid. It's just because it's just a little strange with cryptocurrency. Like you have just a receive and a send address. And so it's and it's just a big string of numbers. And it's like, what the heck does this mean again? And every website kind of uses a little different verbiage for it. So it's always called an address, but sometimes it's like withdraw and send, or deposit and receive. And so the verbiage can get a little goofy. I know even for me in the beginning, I was a little stupid with it, definitely. So I want to show you a couple really easy wallets to use. How do we get started as an American or as somebody in a major country, America, Australia, New Zealand, setting up that account and then, taking money out of my bank account and moving it into, let's say, Bitcoin. And then how do I transfer it from the Bitcoin into, like BitConnect or something like that. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, I have to say, just before I turned on this video, I tried to change over my account to America. I've never used Coinbase because I'm in Asia right now, and it's really easy to actually turn fiat currency into Bitcoin. But Coinbase is probably the #1 site that is used to move from like a US bank account like Chase, Bank of America, into crypto. But I actually couldn't get it converted over because it wouldn't recognize my ID. So I have to wait because I maxed out the amount of times I could do it in a day. So anyways, the sites that you're going to need, let's go through that first. You're going to need a Coinbase account, coinbase.com. I'll have an affiliate link underneath this video. Sign up through my link. I get like $10 referral fee for you signing up. So yeah, do that. And then the next thing that we're going to need is we're going to need Exodus. Exodus is basically a desktop download that allows you to hold a bunch of different coins. So there's BAT in there, there's Bitcoin, there's Litecoin, Ethereum or Ethereum, and I think there's a couple other ones that I haven't even messed with. But this is like a standalone desktop application, super easy to use, and this is where you store everything. So this is like the main wallet that you use. And think of a wallet like a bank account. Coinbase is the main place that you're going to use to link up your Chase or your Bank of America, whatever it is, Citibank, and then you're going to move from your bank account directly into Bitcoin. And then from Bitcoin, you're going to send out. You can leave in Coinbase. I suggest not to because they're wide open to all governing agencies and bodies in America. They're from America. They were crowdfunded in America and raised all their capital from America. And so probably not the best of ideas, especially if you're trying to keep your crypto activity private. I know a lot of people in crypto are like weird. I'm not that weird about it and like private and like, don't say my name, don't show my face, facial recognition. Oh, they're going to get me. I'm not really that crazy, but if you are, then you won't want to keep, you probably won't want to keep your crypto in Coinbase. Third site we're going to look at is Bittrex. Bittrex is what you're seeing on the screen right now, BITTREX.com. Go ahead and sign up for this account as well. Coinbase, Bittrex, you have to sign up for. The approval process, registration process is a little bit long. Bittrex requires 2-step authentication and a couple approval steps. Coinbase, same thing. You got to upload your passport or local driver's license, and then you're unlocked and able to add in your first bank account and actually use the account use the service. So those are the three main accounts that we're going to be using to do what? To buy Bitcoin, exchange Bitcoin, and then trade. Because right out of the gates, you might want to actually trade and do buy and sell orders. Well, guess what? Bittrex is the place that you would do that, my friend. So let's jump back to Coinbase now and let me talk through this a little bit more. Now, under accounts is where you'll have everything, all your active accounts. You can see like I actually can't buy BTC. If I click on it, it's not supported. It showed up as Indonesia, and I just logged into this account for like the third time today because I'm getting ready to start using this. So I want to link up some of my US bank accounts, and I have to go ahead and get this approved now. It was linked up to Indonesia, maybe just off my IP address. So be mindful of that. I could have used CyberGhost and totally gotten around that, but I didn't even realize it when I signed up for it originally. So yes, and when you do that, then you get basic access, and then you have to get the approval all done. I believe there's 2 or 3 steps to the actual approval process, and then it's unlocked. Then you can add in your bank account. So you just add in checking savings account information, and then you're ready to go. Understand that it takes like a day or two for it to move from your bank account into crypto, and then from crypto into your bank account. You also want to be mindful because Chase and Bank of America, they're not super friendly towards this stuff still. I've heard a ton of instances where people tried to move back over, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 back into the bank account, and their bank account got closed due to suspicious activity, right? Because God forbid, you go make a bunch of money on cryptocurrency and then dump it back into your bank account. They just play the terrorism card and lock your shit down, and who knows if you get the money back. I don't know. I've heard people that did. I heard people that didn't. So you can, take it with a grain of salt. But overall, I've never tried to move money back from crypto into an American bank account, and I don't think I ever will. Not until it's approved and legalized and all accepting and everybody's loving blockchain technology, in the United States. And so right now we're not at that point. So I won't do that, and I'd probably suggest you to find a different route. You can get banking set up in Hong Kong, Singapore, the Middle East, Dubai. So there's a lot of different options there. Dubai, I think you can pull out 100,000 or 1 million a day without additional approval. It's really good, actually. And so, yeah, those are some different options for you. But yeah, Coinbase is going to be your main place that you're converting your fiat from your bank account into Bitcoin. Now let's really dive into what this stuff looks like when we're when we're sending and receiving. Okay, let's see. Am I still logged in there? No, I'm not. Let's do here. This one. Have I even been using this one? Oh yeah. Okay. So cool. I've got some sitting here. I got $160. All right. So in Bittrex or most other places, they work off of a very easy system: plus and minus. Plus means deposit. Minus means withdrawal. So if I wanted to withdraw, I just click this button, and now the address is the receiving address or the wallet address from the other place. So in this case, if I were to send from Coinbase to Bittrex, I would actually do it like this. I would do a deposit, and this is my address. So I'd grab this address and come back over to Coinbase and fill it in there. And then I'd probably have to add in my Google authentication 2-step code and my password and the amount of Bitcoin that I wanted to send. And then I'd click the send button, and then it's in motion now. It's out of my Coinbase account. It's confirmed. And then it takes a little while sometimes. I remember with Coinbase back around the split in the beginning of August, there's some people waiting like 2-3 days for it to actually show up from Coinbase into the other platforms. That's another reason why I don't like sitting in Coinbase, because I think they're slow and they'll continue to just do whatever they got to do to stay open and stay running. And I think that opens you up for a lot of very interesting liability as a user. So I suggest not to do that. So I would just send from my Coinbase to this address. This is basically my bank account address for me to do a deposit into this account on Bittrex. And then once it's in Bittrex, I can do whatever I want with it. I can actually open up orders. I can jump into the markets, and I can start buying and selling. And yeah, I can also exchange. I can exchange from Bitcoin to any other cryptocurrency that I want, which Bittrex is one of the bigger ones. They've got a lot of the cryptocurrencies in here, and you can just buy and sell right from within here and do 100% exchanging. So very easy tool to use. And then let's talk about Exodus, because Exodus is everything, is very similar to Bittrex minus the trading. No trading, no buying and selling, strictly a wallet. That means that you can strictly exchange coins, hold coins, that's it. And then move coins in and out, okay? And so let's take a look at some of the screenshots here. I do have this downloaded. I just don't feel like opening my wallet right now. And so it gives you the overall balance that you've got. Once you make the first initial deposit, you'll have to set up a password or do a backup. And that's good because you want a password, always want a password, because if you were to lose your computer, you'd actually lose the wallet. Most people don't know that. But unless you have a password set up, you would never be able to actually log into that Exodus account. Again, does that make sense? So then under exchange is where you'd exchange, no fees, just move it back and forth, Bitcoin, Dash, Ethereum, Litecoin. There's a bunch in there. And then, yep, so that's another look at the wallet. Here's a look at like the home page or portfolio. This breaks down all the different coins that you're holding. And yeah, look, there's quite a bit of them. Yeah, there's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 coins now. I think there might even be more than that. And so, yeah, because you can change which ones show up under the settings. That's true. And so this is your little quick look at your portfolio. It gives you a percentage of which one you're holding. If you've watched my other videos on this YouTube channel, then you'll see that this works really well with the 3-phase investing strategy that I shared with you just yesterday. Now let's look at the wallets. Where are those? Oh, here it is right here. So this is a quick look at the wallets. It breaks it down. Bitcoin, Dash, Decreed, Dodge, EOS, Ethereum, Litecoin, etc. Send, receive. Guess what? On a send, what's it pop up? It pops up with my address. On a receive, pops up with my address. So it's very easy to use. Full transaction details on everything that's going on with the account. And yeah, it makes it very, very easy. And then backups, this is what that page looks like. Again, this is like your main, this is going to be the main wallet that you're working out of, okay? It is for me anyway. Like I have a Cryptopia account, Bittrex, and a few others, but across the boards, I'm playing around with Exodus the most and holding in Exodus the most because it's a very secure wallet and it's very easy to use. And it allows you to quickly exchange back and forth. So it's like, that's its sole purpose, is in and out, exchanging, boom, done, simple. So yeah, Coinbase, you go from Coinbase into Exodus, or you could go from Coinbase directly into, like, let's say we're jumping into BitConnect for the first time and you want to make that deposit. You can go from Coinbase directly to BitConnect. I believe I shot a video on that way earlier on in July when I first started up all these accounts. So you can dig back to the YouTube channel. I believe I've got one in there where it's either myself or there's somebody else on the line with me and we're walking through this together. The first couple times, I got to warn you, are going to be a little bit painful, but once you're through it and you really understand what you're doing, then it becomes much easier. So you can expect that every single dashboard is going to be a little different, but overall it's send or withdraw and receive or deposit is going to be the verbiage used there. And then within the dashboard that you're using, there's going to be an area to see a full breakdown of the transactions. Understand that there is no like middleman, so it's either on this side or on this side. And you can see that very easily under your transactions. So if you're ever unsure, the best advice I can give you is just to go to your transaction section, page, area, find that, and look through to see if it's cleared or not on the account that it left out of, and then go to the other account that should have received it and see if it's been received or see if it's still going through the approval process, because sometimes it has to go through multiple confirmations, up to 12 confirmations with Ethereum. And so if it's still in the confirmation process, it won't show up just yet. Usually most transactions complete within an hour or two, but sometimes it takes longer. Like around the fork back in the beginning of August, stuff was taking days and days and days. Well, understand why. So this isn't like Visa or MasterCard to where it's an instant transaction. Stuff takes time because it needs to be mined. So if you don't know what mining is, which it doesn't really, it's not a great word to describe what it's actually doing, but mining is actually pushing through the transaction. That's what mining actually means. Most people in the beginning, they don't know what the hell that means. They actually think people are like mining for coin, like chipping away like they used to back when they were trying to find gold and shit. But it's not like that at all. Mining is the people, like the computer that's actually pushing through the transaction from A to B. That's all that is. All right, so far we've looked at Coinbase. That's the place that you're going to exchange your fiat into Bitcoin. Then you're going to shoot it directly over to your investment bots or your exchange profile or platform like Bittrex or BitConnect, USI Tech, and Control Finance. Those are all auto trading bots. Bittrex is a platform that you can trade yourself. It gives you all the graphs, breakdowns, and you can do and execute your trades right from within there. Exodus is where we're going to hold all of that coin. So as you start to make money and you want to hold that coin and break down, 20% of this, 20% of this, boom, 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 then you can do that within Exodus and quickly shoot out. You can pay bills from within Exodus. That's how I kind of use it, is that's where I hold most of the coin, and then I'm sending out for different expenses right out of there for myself and for the business. So it's pretty cool. And I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to cover. Let me look at my whiteboard here. Yeah, I could go a little bit deeper and we could talk about staking and BitConnect, which I'm about to get back into again. I've been out of that for a little while, a couple weeks since I had anything sitting in there staking, but I think that's a little bit too much for this video. So yeah, that's it. That's the basics. Like, get yourself a Coinbase, download Exodus, get signed up at Bittrex, use all the same usernames, same emails, but obviously use a really strong password. Go through the process to beef up the authentication. Use Google Authenticator on your phone. Make sure you're password protecting your phone so that nobody can just swipe and they have full access to your life and your bank accounts, because each one of these wallets is a bank account at this point. And then use Exodus as kind of the home base. Bittrex is where you'll hold coin that you're looking to trade or get involved in the markets. And then BitConnect, USI Tech, Control Finance, BitPetite, those are all your auto trading bots to where you just make a lend, make a deposit, and your money is out there working for you, and you start to gain interest anywhere between 1 to 4.5% every single day. That's it. That's all there is to it. Once you've gotten through that, you can start diving through the rest of the videos that I've got on this channel and picking up the pace with your investment strategy. I look forward to hearing more about your success story. Feel free to place a comment below if there's anything that doesn't make sense, or maybe I missed some points or I wasn't clear enough. Make a comment below and let me know, or reach out to us via email. It's just cryptojunkies@protonmail.com, and we'll get back to you within a day or so. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon.